So yeah, a couple things I often ask the team, what their impressions of the game were, and they hit a bunch of them on the head. We talked about how balanced our attack was. Every player that played scored tonight. We talked about team defense. Gave a shout out to our post players, both for their interior defense as well as for being really efficient offensively. And again, just really really proud of this team. It's always hard during finals week to really be focused. And I thought we came in, defended, executed from the beginning. Our last game that we had even though we executed defensively for the entire game, we had a really rough start offensively. And tonight I thought we were able to do both. And once we really locked down defensively, we were able to pull away. And it was a pretty consistent performance. So I'm proud of these guys. And thanks for being here.
At the start of the year, I remember you telling me that you didn't think you guys were going to break the three-point record for a third consecutive season. You were hoping you didn't break the three-point record. Was this kind of the game you were envisioning offensively as the game plan this season?
Well, I hate to say that I ever envision us shooting 3 for 14 from three-point range, but you make a great point, right? Is that we can go 3 for 14 from three-point range and still shoot 56%. That wasn't possible last year, right? For us, we counted on the three-point shot. And if we went 3 for 14 when our best shooters weren't making threes, we kept shooting more threes and we didn't have as many other things to go to. What you saw tonight was transition. You saw people cutting off of screens, driving to the basket, getting to the foul line, and a great inside game anchored by the woman sitting next to me. And again, when you have a balanced attack like that, then you know what? We're a great three-point shooting team. But now I'm not worried about it. So you make a great point. I hope that we didn't break the three-point record again this year because we wouldn't need to.
What do you think about Nicole's defense on Belanger? Seemed like she really made her day.
Yeah, so really we kept kind of rotating Nicole Boudreau and Kaylee Edwards on number 5, Elizabeth Belanger, who's again or Bellinger, I guess you say it. She's an amazing player. That kid has a BCS body. She's big and strong. She can score in so many different ways, and that kid's averaging 17 points a game. And to make her go 5 for 21, along with their 2 starting posts who are averaging double digits, to go 1 for 9 and 3 for 11. Again, I think that's a testament to the team defense. And but it starts with obviously being able to guard their best player. And again, Nicole did a great job, and so did Kaylee.
So there's like a distinct difference between the first quarter and the second quarter. How are you guys able to transition so quickly in order to set the pace for the rest of the game?
Sure, Katie, do you remember what adjustments we made?
Oh, we did. Like when 5 would come off of a screen as post, we would be up closer instead of kind of waiting for her to like come to us. We made the adjustment to go to her.
So there you go. So I can translate that for you. So some really good help defense, right? Is that it's not all about Nicole Boudreau or Kaylee Edwards. Can she guard number 5? It's can you force her into where all our help was? And so Katie just said, hey, they made an adjustment as post players of, okay, we're going to funnel her this way and we're going to be there. And what you saw was her trying to shoot, and I call it at a phone booth, right? And so now it's not just Nicole stopping her, but now she's trying to shoot on Katie Quandt like this because Katie brought her defense up. Katie and her other post defenders did a really nice job. And I thought that when we got going defensively, then we get our transition game going and we can now go score offensively and we open the game up.
Katie, how much does it help this year to have another really, really strong post in Mario that you two can both play basically half the game and stay fresh?
A ton. No, she's just such a great player, especially like even though she's so young, like she has played on the Grease team. She has like so much experience, and yeah, she's just a really good player, nice and strong, box out and all that. So it's nice.
But just coaches, from like a general standpoint, you guys are 8-1. You're starting to turn a lot of heads on campus going into the break. Was this something you were expecting going into the season?
Yeah, it's a great question. I guess I'm an optimist, and so I always know the potential for each team, and if you'd asked me, hey, did you think you could be 8-1? I said absolutely, right? Absolutely. Did I know that we would be? Look, we've been able to take care of business pretty efficiently, game in and game out from the defensive end, and this is a better defensive team than I've ever coached. And if you'd asked me that, I would have told you you're crazy. If you'd asked me at the beginning of the season, no way this team will be the best defensive team I've coached. But the culture of this team has come so far. The buy-in, the fact that they're there for each other, right? And instead of Katie sitting here and saying, yeah, Nicole wasn't doing her job, and then she started doing her job, she said, no, we made adjustments. We helped. We're helping play as a team. And so that culture feeds into our defense. It feeds into what you see with this balanced scoring. And that's something we always ask for, and we preach it. But when it really starts happening, that's when it gets fun. So they've really, again, surpassed what I think most people expected. But I'm not shocked. I'm just happy. I'm proud of them.
Are you optimistic going into ACC play next month?
Yeah, you know what? The ACC's open. It's a great conference. It's still the top conference in the country. But there's some teams that not only have we gotten a little bit better, but there's some teams that I think are beatable. And you know, it's just I can't wait. And so you know what? We'll be having this conversation in a couple months, right? And then you're going to ask me, hey, are you surprised one way or another, right? And so I know the potential of this team. There's no question. And so I've got veterans who have been through this, and they know what Louisville and Notre Dame and all these teams feel like. And now, you know, we're starting to do some of these things better on the court. We'll be better prepared. And again, I can't wait to get out to those games.
Katie, we talked a lot about the defense already today, but offensively, obviously, there's been a focus change this year from last year. Just how much fun is it for you to be one of the focal points on offense, knowing that the ball is going to come in down low, and then you get to make a decision after that?
It's pretty nice too, because like you've kind of said, we've like last year we relied like on the three and all that, but it's nice this year that we have an inside presence and an outside presence, like continuing and all that. Because like if I get it in, you can come and double, and then Kelly who's gonna be open for a three, and she's just gonna drain it, or I can take it to the basket. And it's either way, it's a good option.
And you saw some good examples of that with the inside-out game. And again, these guys did a nice job of when UNH started doubling. And again, that's a really nice compliment to you when you start getting double teamed, and she goes and finds her teammates, and again makes us hard to guard.